mariposas, ¿cómo están? Happy New Year's Eve. It's Papi Yugi here and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be doing a 12-month forecast for the year 2025, going through each month to look out what themes to be expecting for the new year. And again, it's a 2025, which is a 9 numerology, all about rebirth, transformation, big shifts, also just endings. It's just a year that you're just closing up loose ends, and 2026 is going to be a powerful year. As far as I know, from what I understand a bit about the Chinese zodiac, is we're shifting from the year of the dragon into the year of the serpent. So kind of double serpent energy, very Kundalini focus, and really beautiful, powerful time. But thank you for tuning in, tapping in back into my channel. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And again, thank you just for being supportive. I love you, sending you all the blessings, all the safety for a blessed new year. If you have any big plans tonight, so just be careful with that. Yeah. But let's get into this reading. Give me 1 second, actually. Alright, sorry, I had to close the door because my dog's gonna be barking. But let's just get into this reading. We're gonna dive in right into this. And again, if you'd like a personal 12-month forecast to see what you could personally expect for the new year, going through each month, you can always book a personal reading in the link in my bio. So, or bio, description, both same thing, different toilet, you know. But we already got a couple coming out, so let's just see. What we're gonna do actually is I'm gonna line up all 12 months and then we'll go through each one. So that way we could just see what is coming up. And then we're also just gonna do a theme overall for the year of 2025. And that's gonna be the card for that. Hello, how's everyone doing? Any good news? All right. All right, so for the theme overall 2025, we got 32 in the reverse, which is struggle. And you know, it's gonna be a bit of an inner struggle for people, but this inner struggle that for collectively that we may be facing is for, again, our higher growth. And again, we're going from dragon year into serpent or snake year. Sorry, I said serpent earlier, I meant to say snake. We're going from dragon into snake. We're Kundalini energy to the max. Dragon is the masculine force, snake is the feminine force. It's Kundalini to the max. There's inner struggles for big personal growth. And again, it's a 32, which is a 5, 2025, 9, rebirth, transformation. Big changes are happening overall for the theme of 2025. And it's going to be a bit of an inner struggle. But if you've been kind of doing the work this year, 2024, and really getting yourself situated and grounded and stable, because that's what the 8 year was about, which is 2024 equals the number 8. You should be good. You should fly through this pretty easily, and you should be in a flow state. Like, this inner struggles won't be so conflicting for you. They won't be such a hard time for you. If anything, 2024 was more of the inner struggle battle. If you know what I mean. If you've been tapped in, tuned in collectively, I feel like this was definitely a year of transitioning into the best, transitioning for the best, transitioning through all the struggles. And I felt like it was more outer struggles. Again, so 2025 is about taking all those outer struggles that we endured, all of those lessons, all of that karma, everything, integrating that, transmuting that, alchemizing that, again, with this Kundalini serpent energy, fire energy, and now adapting it to our inner world, of taking those lessons in, adapting everything in, and allowing that to transmute who we are, how we show up, and who we're really becoming. So don't be scared of this inner struggle. Like, this inner struggle is really just you stepping into and growing and blossoming into the person you're meant to be. And everything you face this year, 2024, happen so that way this 2025 year could be really that time for you to go on more in that solitude, inner reflection, and really fight those demons that you maybe just haven't really fought. A lot's going to be resurfacing, but you made it through this year. You can make it through another year. I'm proud of you. I love you. You got this. So that's the overall theme for the year of 2025. And so we'll go with January. So January is going to be really focusing on self-love. Ooh, okay. Again, 41, which is another 5 energy. So it's going to be a lot of changes in the way you love yourself, really. And with this, it's really you're really gonna tap into what allows your heart to fly, what allows your heart to soar, what allows your heart to really truly be expressed. That's what January is gonna be all about. And again, it's the beginning of the year, it's the first month, that one energy is all about beginnings. Why not start the year and begin the year with self-love? Definitely beautiful, wonderful. I'm loving it. You should love it. Loving yourself, really loving yourself. This month of January is definitely gonna help you spread your wings. Spread your wings, fly high, soar high, because you're gonna be tapping into a deeper love of yourself, a love of yourself that honestly you've probably never experienced before. You're gonna be loving yourself so hard that nothing, no one, nowhere is going to be able to influence your confidence, your drive, your motivation. That's what I'm feeling from this. You're going to be so in tune with yourself. You're going to be so connected with yourself. You're going to be so in love with yourself that you're really just setting a really great, just map and just overall groundwork and just plan for the rest of the year by really taking this month of January to reflect on this self-love and really look for opportunities to explore more self-love, however that may be for you. Self-love could come in so many different forms, so find what works best for you. Self-love could be taking care of yourself, developing a nice routine, physically loving yourself. There's so many different ways to love yourself, but the way you're going to be loving yourself in January at the start of this year is really going to help you spread those wings, so that way you could soar through the rest of the year with flying colors. And that way that inner struggle won't be so hard, because how can you struggle inwardly when you're loving yourself in every aspect, inwardly and outwardly? You could also take that into consideration by being so kind and compassionate and gentle with yourself. So if you are facing these inner struggles, inner demons, inner battles, be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself. You don't have to fight it every single second, every single day. Try your best to stay calm, cool, and collected, because that's what's gonna help you. It's going into February, so loving yourself is gonna lead you into healing energy, which is a 20 numerology, and this is gonna lead you into some interesting spirals. February is gonna be a bit interesting, because now that you're loving yourself, you're gonna be a lot more, I'm hearing ego, but I don't feel like it's the ego. You're going to be more like a healthy ego. Like, you're going to understand your worth, your value, what you deserve. And so when you're going to be facing kind of instances, situations, perhaps people who are going to kind of test that, it's going to bring you into a sense of a bit of an ego conflict, because you're going to be more in your power and more in your assertion and be like, okay, I'm not cool with that. But it's how you assert yourself. It's how you express yourself. Are you coming from a real egotistical place? Or are you coming from a place of true power, true unconditional love, and true just understanding of loving yourself? Because it's possible to set your boundaries in a loving way. It's tone of voice, energy that's being put out. It's making sure you take a deep breath, exhale, breathe before you speak. That's something Spirit's been telling me a lot, is breathe before you speak. And it's something I definitely am trying to incorporate more and more as I speak, because it helps. It really helps. One, just clear the mind real quick, clear your energy real quick, so that way you can speak and come from a place of love and healing. So it's your decision. It's gonna be your decision. You're gonna have a lot of decisions that you gotta make on if you kind of want to slip back into that ego, because again, you're loving yourself now, but don't love yourself so much to where it becomes a bit too selfish and cocky, and to this state of like, okay, like, yes, we're queens, gods, goddesses, but don't assert yourself in a tyrannical way. Assert yourself in a benevolent way. And this is where you're going to see some healing and some situations that are going to test that a bit in February. So just be a lookout for that. Again, it's all part of this inner struggle. It's all about our growth. We're really growing. And so March is going to be all about integration. Ooh, okay, so I'm saying now January is going to be loving yourself in a deeper way. Getting into that healing state of decisions, actions, how you're going to decide to respond, react, or not respond. Those are going to be the themes for the first months. While March is all about integrating that. Integrating everything that you kind of experienced those first 2 months. Reflecting on it and allowing it to really just integrate, come down. I'm feeling a lot of just like crown activation from this. So allow like the guidance from the spirit guides, from your angels, from your ancestors, to really flow down into your crown and to really embody that and bring that into you. And you're also going to be rising a lot more with your intuition, your psychic abilities, and this integration is going to be a great just awakening for you. And again, we got that serpent right here. Hello, we're going to be in the year of the snake. I want to say it's the wood snake, but I don't know too much about Chinese zodiac, so don't quote me on all this. But this integration is going to really open portals for you. It's going to open activation for you, awakening for you, illumination for you. It's going to be a beautiful time, because now that you're in this self-love, I don't want to say ego, like just higher power self, and you understand your power and where you're coming from. Now you're integrating all that, and you're shedding that skin. You're going to be shedding that skin of the old you, that old self, maybe those last remnants that are lingering from 2024, and really just blossom and bloom. And March is going to be beautiful for you. Plus, it's also springtime in March, so perfect time to just be blooming and blossoming and just really integrating all that you learn. And then master number 33, that's like the ultimate master number. It's the master number that is just tapped in with the Akashic, with the divine, with the spirit, with all realms, all beings, all everything. So if you're going to be tapped in like that, it's important to really take time to integrate that, because it could be a lot thrown at you at once if you're not taking it step by step. Because I get it, I've been there, done that. Sometimes on this journey, we kind of want to fast forward it because we want to get to that healed, peaceful, calm, cool, collected state. It's beautiful, yes, but you need to be patient, because when that state comes, you're going to be more appreciative of it when it arrives. So we're going into April. So April's going to be about growth, and again, more inner growth for sure. It's a 38, which is an 11, master number 11, which is the compassionate intuitive. So your intuition, again, your intuition's activating in March, so your intuition's really going to be guiding you in April. Trust the signs. That's what I'm feeling from this. Trust the signs. Everything you see, if you feel like it's a sign, ask, because your intuition's on point. You should get a clear message in that moment, or within a pretty decent time frame of like, hey, was that a sign, spirit? What does this sign mean? That's something I do. Like when I see angel numbers like on a license plate or random, I'm like, okay, I see, let's say 888, right? I know 888 is about abundance, manifestation, you know, everything falling together. But sometimes it could have different meanings, because it's up to each person's personal interpretation of what the numbers mean and how they resonate to them personally. So I like to ask, okay, what does this 888 I just saw mean? And spirit will tell me a more direct answer to what it is that it was trying to convey in that moment, for what I needed that message for. So trust the signs, because you're doing this inner growth. Stay grounded and just be open to the abundance that's gonna come from this, because you're really in your power. You open that portal to your power with the self-love, with these decisions and situations that kind of tested you in February. There's integration and time you took. I'm here also feeling for March to take a time to rest. So when you integrate, just take that time to kind of rest right before spring. Just really get yourself energy, reflect on the winter, allow that. Because in April, it's going to be kind of a game time. Again, this may be more of an inner conflict, not inner conflict, but inner growth, and just more inner soul searching, because again, the card's reversed. Whenever a card's reversed, I feel like it's more internally than an external force that's happening. So this is what you need to pay attention to, and just pay attention to your power. Though your power is just really unfolding, because as you open this portal and stepped into this portal, you're really stepping into some great power. And again, just growth in your power, growth in understanding your power, growth in the way you could alchemize things. It's beautiful. This is beautiful. You're beautiful. I'm proud of you, because April's going to be a really big time for growth and expansion. Stay grounded, stay receptive to the abundance, and stay open to the signs. And again, if you feel confused about it, ask spirit, like, hey, was this a sign? And just take that time. Just take a couple breaths. Get yourself calm, cool, and collected in that moment, and just be open to receive whatever it is that you need to receive. So what's next? May. So as we go into May, inner journey. Ooh, I like this. And with this, I'm feeling May is going to be full of travel for some of you. Like the travel, I'm feeling that. Like travel, explore. Because it's saying inner journey, but this inner journey is actually going to be an outward journey that's going to help you understand more about your inner self, your inner world. So you may be going to places, events, concerts, things like these places, wherever you travel to, wherever you go, whatever you're going to be experiencing, it's really going to reflect a lot at a soul level what you enjoy. What you really enjoy, what brings you peace, what brings you love, what brings you tranquility, what brings this happiness out of you, what really hits that oxytocin hit in your brain and allows it to release. So pay attention to whatever trips you got planned, whatever you got going on in May, whether you have it planned now or if you are planning things, plan it for May, because it's going to align perfectly for you. Because whatever you experience, wherever you go, wherever you travel to, it's going to bring a great inner journey of healing, reflection, understanding is what I'm really feeling from this. You're going to understand yourself in such a deep level more, because you're going to understand truly at a soul level what your purpose is, what you enjoy, what brings you peace, what brings you harmony, what brings you love, what makes you feel loved, what helps you put out more love. There's so much I'm feeling from this. So it's going to be a great activation. So pay attention to your travels in May, wherever you may be going, whatever you're doing. And again, it could be long distance travel. It could just be, you know, going to an event. It could just be going to the store. It could be so many different things. Pay attention to where you're traveling in May. And it is also the beginning of Gemini season. So Gemini is all about traveling. Pay attention to these signs and what's happening for you and how you're being guided, because there's a lot being directed for you in this inner journey, and it's creating great balance. You're going to find great balance, because you're going to understand that sometimes the inner journey doesn't always have to be an inner journey. It could be an outer journey or experience that you're experiencing out here in the physical world, because again, as above, so below, we are physical beings. Why not enjoy the pleasures of life? Why not enjoy everything the Creator has put here for us? We live in such a beautiful time, y'all. Like, the way concerts go, the way raves are, the way just society is built. Yeah, society itself may be like a bit destructive, but like the things that are available to us on a grand scale are beautiful. Like, we live in such a great time. We live in such a blessed time. Take advantage of it. If you got the funds, if you got the group, if you got whatever you need, the resources to do it, do it. Because it's going to help you feel a lot more at peace at a soul level. So then going into June, divine timing. Ooh, I love it. Divine timing. Ooh, I'm feeling a rekindling of souls in June. There's gonna be a deep rekindling of souls in June. And it's all about how you see this. Are you seeing this from a place of ego? Are you seeing this from a place of power? Are you seeing it from this place of expansion? Because this rekindling of souls, this kindred spirits energy, this just like union of just, again, you could be rekindling with people you know from the past, people, or you could be meeting new people. But June is going to be, again, divine timing. Trust in the divine timing. Whoever you meet, whoever comes into your life, whoever maybe separates from your life in June, pay attention to that, because all that is part of the divine timing and part of the divine plan in essence. It's all about how you see it. That's all about how you see it. And that's what this eye is representing. And that's why it's yellow, because it's giving that solar energy. Is this something that's for my best good and my highest self and my best benefit? Or is this something that like my ego is getting a little triggered, and I gotta reflect on that and understand that and see where this is shifting, you know? But trust in the divine timing. Trust that June is like whatever's going on in June, whoever comes in or out of your life, it's meant to happen. And so don't be so hung up on it and, oh my God, why this happened? Why did that? Or why is this person here? Like, trust it. Just trust it. Follow the divine timing. Follow the plan. And again, it's a 30 energy. That's equals a 3. Trust that you're supported and guided by your spirit team, by your spirit guides. They're not going to let you fall on your face. You just got to maintain your own devotion and prayer and meditation and practice to stay in touch with them. And they trust. And again, we were talking about in April, trust the signs. Trust the signs for sure in June, because you got to see things from a different perspective. You gotta see things from all perspectives of what I'm saying. And that's why it's in the triangle. So you gotta see not just like 2 sides, but like the 3 sides. There's 3 sides to every story, you know? There's, well, like just for example, my version, your version, and then the truth. I don't know if y'all ever heard that, but those are the 3 sides to every story. So try to see things from a truth perspective. And again, the truth is always subjective, because we like to take things and interpret them how we want to. That's just human nature, you know? But trust that everything that's happening in June is your divine timing, and it's about how you see it. So pay attention to that. So July, we got grounding. Ooh, it's a 36, which is a 9. There's gonna be a great shift and rebirth and transformation in the way you really express yourself, because you're gonna be coming from a lot more of a centered place, because whatever happened in June happened in June. But July, it's really gonna help you, again, you're seeing things from a new perspective now. You're in this state of power. I'm feeling like just great power, like that everyone's surging into during this year so far. But July is really gonna be where you fully express that. And I guess like the middle of summer, hello, yes, why not just be out and shining and bright and full? That's where you're really gonna come from. But it's important to stay grounded in this. This is inner grounding. So it's not to get so caught up in the spiritual, because what I'm feeling from this is like some of you are gonna be really activated. You're gonna be really up in these upper chakras. Maintain alignment, maintain groundedness, maintain, again, as above, so below. You could be up here all you want, but you gotta remember, we gotta anchor. We got to anchor. We gotta bring ourselves back down to reality sometimes. And that's okay. It's because I truly feel that when you really are in full alignment and you are grounded as you much are connected, you are in such a better flow of frequency than when you're just up here. That's just how it is. That's just how it flows. So just pay attention to that. You're going to see such a great expression, true expression of yourself. And it's going to be beautiful. It's really going to be beautiful. And don't be scared to speak your voice. Don't be scared to share any knowledge, any wisdom, anything that you've obtained, that you've learned, whether it was these past 6 months or these past 20 years, 25 years. We're gonna start with like the year 2000, because why not? Like, really integrate and be able and trust yourself. Trust yourself that you have the confidence, the consciousness, and the clarity to truly express yourself in the ways that you need to, because you're in it. You're in it in July. Like in July, you're in it. So just trust yourself enough to know that, hey, like, let me ground myself real quick, because I got a lot to say. I got a lot I need to do. There's a lot I need to share and express or create. There's a lot you got to create too. So July's just feeling like a big creative time for collectively what we're experiencing. And that brings us into August. Slow but steady. Ooh. Don't rush too fast, because I'm feeling in August, again, August is closing up summer. We're going to start heading into September, start heading into that fall season. Again, the 3 energy. Trust your support. Trust your guidance from your spirit guides. Don't rush too fast. There's going to be things you're going to try to finish up these loose ends. Maybe this creative energy that you were putting out and creating in July, you probably aren't finished yet, and you feel like now that like, you know, summer's slipping away, that kind of fun, full, bright, sunny time is slipping away, so you have like less time to do it. You have all the time you need in the world. Slow but steady. It's all about how you manage yourself, manage your time, manage your energy. If you need to rest, rest. If you feel the energy to work, work. There's so many different things. Honestly, I almost didn't film this video, but I trusted myself, I committed to myself, and I said, I'm gonna film this video and we're gonna get it done, and I'm just gonna do it. So slow but steady, because when you go slow but steady, you're really gonna open up a new frequency in the heart. You're gonna open up such a new frequency in the heart, because you're gonna be coming from a heart-centered place, a heart-centered job, really. Everything you're doing is coming from the heart. So again, how does that quote go? Everything in nature is accomplished, or nature doesn't rush, but everything is always accomplished. Just take your time. It's okay. Again, just trust your energy, trust your flow, trust the guidance of your spirit guides, because there is going to be a lot. And again, as you're also just putting out this expressive, creative energy, you're also going to be receiving a lot more ideas, a lot more expansion, a lot more downloads, a lot more activation. It's going to be such a, what's it? Not a portal. It's feeling like just kind of like, not a spiral. I'm trying to find the right word, but it's like, again, very reciprocity, but there's like a certain word. It's just like a good like ebb and flow of just like, okay, I'm putting out and I'm receiving. I'm putting out, I'm receiving. I'm putting out, I'm receiving. That's what August is feeling like. So trust that and flow with that. Don't be so determined on what you had game planned already, because things switch. The only consistency in life is inconsistency. The only thing that is permanent is impermanence. Nothing stays the same forever. You have to be open and adaptable, be able to shift and switch. So going into September, it's letting go. Oh, and it's letting go of the force. Like, there's gonna be some forcefulness, and I'm feeling that from August. It's like maybe we're just trying to force things, and again, slow but steady. Really let it go. For those of you who don't take that advice and still get into September when you're in this like really masculine drive force, you gotta let that go. You gotta really trust the flow of life and trust the way it's unfolding, and just shift with whatever's coming your way. You know, ride the wave. Don't try to control the wave, because then you don't know what's gonna happen after that. And with this, it's feeling like some shadow work is gonna be done in September, perhaps from the ego, because it's gonna be the ego who is telling you like you don't got time, you can't do it, you do this, do that. The ego is gonna be the one really in this driving force. So it's gonna be important to, again, we don't ever want to let go of the ego. We want to understand the ego, to integrate the ego, to know that the ego's there to keep us safe, but it's not the leading force. It's not the driver. It's not the conductor. The ego's along for the ride, just as we are along for the ride, as creator is the conductor and the whole grand scheme of life. But what I'm feeling for this, it's got to let it go, because the ego is going to be definitely more in the upper hand during September. So it's time to just bring ourselves back to balance, back to groundedness, back to centeredness. Again, with all this growth I'm seeing within those first 8 months, powerful. But again, it's easy to kind of slip into that egotistical energy when you're feeling really good and high and mighty on your horse and your power. You gotta create balance. You gotta make sure that you're still leading from your highest self, from a heart-centered place, and you're not coming from that ego shadows realm as well. And again, it's just letting it go. Letting go whatever's not serving you, letting go of all, I'm hearing characteristics. Maybe develop some characteristics, or maybe you're realizing more characteristics about you that just are a bit egotistical or a bit more shadow side. Again, love it, adapt it, release it. Okay, cool. How can we invite more love? How can we invite more compassion? How can we invite more kindness? How can we show up as our highest self, for our better self, to be in alignment completely with the Great Spirit? Going into October, ooh, we got death. Oh yeah. Yeah, October is definitely, it's gonna take people for a good whirlwind in the mind, I'm feeling. Like there's gonna be a lot of just shifts in the mind, a lot of death in the mind, a lot of transitions. But with this 8 energy, it's saying to trust. Like trust that whatever is happening, whatever mindsets are shifting. And again, if you're letting go of this ego, that ego death could be really intense for some people. October, again, spooky season, the veil's thinner, those energies are higher, the frequencies are just more chaotic. Embrace whatever change is coming. Embrace these shifts in mindset, these shifts in perspective, these shifts, I said shit, sorry, in understanding, because it's important right now. It's gonna be important in October of next year, because these shifts are gonna really open you up to just really more knowledge, more cosmic understanding, more wisdom, more Akashic downloads, more everything. You can't be scared of it though. With this, I'm feeling like you're going to be scared of it because you may be facing this really intense ego death between September and October. And again, fall time is getting kind of ready for the winter time. We got to be prepared. It's getting ourselves ready for the harvest, planting the seeds for the next season, things like that. You gotta be prepared. But you also gotta be just open to interpretation, open to whatever is happening for you. Don't be so attached. Don't be so attached to what you think you know, to what you feel you know. What is it in Doctor Strange when he's like, forget everything you think you know? That's what I'm feeling for October. You gotta forget everything you think you know, because whatever's gonna happen, trust that it's happening for your highest purpose and reason, but also trust that it is happening so that way you are in a whole different frequency, whole state of consciousness that you've never been in before. And that's beautiful. That's powerful. I'm proud of you. So going into November, movement into balance. Ooh, I'm loving this, because definitely, y'all, come November next year, we are going to be in such a deep state of power. Deep state, not even transformation. The transformation happened. Like this is like giving butterfly. Like you're in the butterfly, you spread your wings, you're flying, you're being gorgeous and golden and a goddess and a god and king and queen, and like movement into balance. Everything, again, so this is what I'm saying right now. This is all going to be a big inner struggle come November next year though. If you stay committed, do this work, stay committed to yourself, your practice, your healing journey, November is going to be that time for you. November is going to be that time for you. I'm feeling the abundance. I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the glory. I'm feeling the praise. I'm feeling everything that you need in order to fully get yourself and rocket yourself to that next level in the physical realm, because you did it all in the spiritual. And again, you have to do it in the spiritual. You have to manifest it, think it, speak it before manifesting the material. November is a time where it's all manifesting in the material, and we are going to be in deep states of power. And it's also about trusting yourself, trusting your power, respecting your power, honoring your power, your energies, and these new frequencies and elevations and mindsets that we're all gonna be in, because this is collectively what's happening. And just trust that this balance is gonna be like, you're gonna be so in alignment. You're gonna be completely grounded, completely aligned. That Kundalini activated, that Reiki activated, like everything just activated, aura bright, aura strong. Like, hey, we here, we cute, we pretty. Like this is what it's feeling like. Movement into balance. Like you're gonna be in such a state of balance. November is gonna be a breeze, is what I'm feeling like. November is gonna be such a breeze. Not that none of these months don't feel like a breeze, because honestly, none of these months really feel hard, except maybe September, October. But other than that, like everything seems like it's gonna be pretty swift and easy. Again, to each their own though, because collectively this is what we're gonna be experiencing. But on personal levels, we're experiencing similar theme, but with different people, different situations, different places, XYZ, and that's what's happening. But come November, that beginning is gonna begin, and it's perfect because it's right before the end of the year, right before we go into 2026, which is the 10-year. So much to dive into that. Don't have too much time, so we're not going to talk about that right now. But you're going to be in such a great state of balance. Let's see what November brings next year. Discernment. Ooh. And it's really about nurturing your intuition in next December. Whatever, again, you're going to be in this new balance. You're going to have a beautiful November. Everything's going to fly by. Come December, it's about, okay, I'm in this frequency now. You're going to need to really discern who, what, when, where, why deserves your time, deserves your energy, if it even deserves your energy. And I feel like this is perfect timing because, again, November is all, Thanksgiving. And then we got Christmas in December, holiday season. Honestly, holiday season pretty much those last 4 months, But those holiday seasons, like, it's really important to discern, like, and that family I know could be a tricky thing, but really discern, like, if your family really isn't just vibrating with you, resonating with you at a frequency, it's like, love you. Again, we started the year with loving the self. Love yourself enough to know if exchanging and being around family for the holidays is actually just worth the energy exchange, worth that drama, worth whatever it may be. You gotta discern this. You gotta understand this. And it's a 6 energy. It's all about nurturing yourself, trusting your intuition, nurturing your intuition. You didn't go through all this work to have this new activation of understanding and wisdom and foresight to just kind of still make bad decisions, That's why we have intuition, is to help us make better decisions, the right decisions, the decisions that align with our highest self, with our path, with our growth, with what spirit is guiding us, because spirit knows best, And I could admit there's sometimes where I kind of ignore the intuition, and again, this is why we also have free will at the end of the day. It's like, it's your free will at the end of the day. It's really your free will if you want to, again, go spend your holiday time or spend just your time and energy and exchange energy with people, places, situations that either align with you or don't align with you. You did all this work. I recommend to choose people, places, situations that align with you and where you're at in this frequency, because that's what's going to be best suited for you and your progression into the following year. So just be wise with your discernment, because it's going to be a bit testy for you. And I'm feeling with this, there's just going to be a bit of that shadow that kind of wants to people please and be like, oh, maybe I should go because X, Y, Z. Love yourself first before you love anyone else. Please yourself first. Everyone's talking about people pleasing. Please yourself first before you appease or please anyone. That's what you got to do. Y'all, that was beautiful. Seems like 2025 is going to be a dope year. I'm excited. I'm feeling a lot of growth and power. And again, with this snake energy, this like going from dragon to snake, just this serpent, like really just powerful kundalini, just activation, shedding energy, goes from the masculine to the feminine. It's going to be potent. It's going to be potent. And just a closing theme, just to get you guys more information, we got duality. To 26, which is an 8. Again, I'm feeling a lot of 8. It's funny that we're going into a 9 year, but I saw a lot of 8s pop up throughout this. It's trusting in balance in your duality, your inner duality, your inner understanding, your inner portals. What portals have you opened up, and have you trusted yourself enough to know whether to step into it or not step into it, to step back and regress into like old ways, traits, habits, characteristics? And it's okay if sometimes you have to take a couple steps back in order to really catapult yourself forward. Don't be hard on yourself. That's what I was talking about earlier, is being gentle with yourself. If you see yourself kind of slipping back into old habits, old traits, old ways, it's okay. It's about the awareness to understand that. And sometimes that you need that to be dual. Sometimes you just want to take a break from the spiritual. Honestly, sometimes you really are just like, I need a break from just like the meditation, the yoga. Like, I just need to be human. Because we are physical beings. I mean, yeah, we're cosmic alien like beings. Hello. But at the same time, we are in a physical body. Sometimes we gotta respect that. Sometimes we gotta honor that. And it's about your discipline and being dual with it. Taking that time, It's, if you need to take a step back from the spiritual, take a step back from the spiritual. Don't get caught up, though, back in the physical, mundane, matrix ways of thinking, operating, moving, eating, exercising. You know what I mean? So it's always coming back to your higher self. That's another theme, is throughout the year, again, with this inner struggle, it's always coming back to your higher self, finding that duality. If you find yourselves in those shadows, those dark moments, in those spaces of ego, coming back to the higher self, coming back to the higher vibration, coming back to everything you worked for. And it's okay. It's not being hard on yourself when you do slip back in those moments. You gotta love yourself. You gotta be kind to yourself. That's what we're starting the year with, loving ourselves. And that's why we're probably starting the year, so we could learn to be gentle, kind, and compassionate to ourselves. Have that empathy for ourselves, like, hey, okay, you know what? You've been slipping up a bit, you've been doing this a bit, X, Y, Z. I still love you, I still care for you. It's okay. Let's do better tomorrow. Let's make those shifts slowly and gradually again. Because when you start making those baby steps again, next thing you know, it's like all that starts coming back to you, and it's like, okay, actually you're actually like 40 steps ahead than when you were. Sometimes you need a break. Trust and follow the flow of when you need that. That's that duality. So real quick, I'm just gonna do some Reiki. And we're just gonna clear away anything that does not need to come into the new calendar year, because as we open this portal, anything, anyone, any situation, any energy, just in this moment, just bring into that mind what it is that you want to let go, that you really want to leave behind in 2024. It doesn't need to be 2024, it could just be the past altogether. But we're just gonna clear this energy field, so as we step into this new calendar year, we invite all the love, all the abundance, all the growth, all the power that we deserve, that we need, that we know is just coming for us. Being patient, being strong, being courageous, and loving ourselves in a deeper way. Well, I love you guys. Be safe, be careful. Happy New Year, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, if you like a personal 12-month forecast for your own self, you could book that at the link in the description. Love you guys. Be careful, mariposas.